Hello friends, I am Darshna. I welcome you all to the fifth and last episode of After Opthal series. We have our deep divers who can fish out the drowning nucleus, seal out the leaking vessel, control the wicking vitreous or attach the detached retina. So they are also tagged as salvators of phacosurgeons. Now let us dive in a little deeper in their lives. Dear friends, if you think aloud, what do you think are the traits of successful people? Passion, perseverance, patience, or something else? Let us ask our retina rescuers what are their radiant traits which made them achieve such a remarkable place in the field of retina. Yes, Dr. Dogra.
While I was in Simla as Assistant Professor of Ophthalmology in Medical College, there was a God-sent opportunity which I couldn't believe to do Vitreoretina Fellowship in USA. There were a lot of people competing for the same fellowship and only one fellowship was available for the country. Can you imagine that I was the one who was selected? This is 2 years Vitreoretinal Fellowship which I did in Baltimore, Maryland, in a very famous hospital, and that changed the whole thing for me as well as for retina. During those 2 years, I learned everything possible which was not even thought of in this country. And at that time there was a lot of pressure from my friends, people, that nobody comes back from USA after spending 2 years. But it was my resolve to come back to PGI Chandigarh and develop a retina service here in our own region. And at that stage, what I did, I wanted that we should develop retina service. I was very lucky to have Professor Amod Gupta as head of the department that time, and together we made a plan how we can achieve this. He is one of the best leader you can get, and you can achieve so many things once you have a right person with you. At that time, one event happened which also changed the whole destiny of my life. One elderly doctor couple, they had already lost 3 children. They had this premature boy who survived, was totally blind because of retinopathy of prematurity. The whole PGI, they were upset because of the blindness, because nothing was available that time. And at that time, they told me, can something be done? So I said, nothing can be done for this child, but lot can be done to prevent such an eventuality. That is where my journey with retinopathy of prematurity in retina started, which in fact is now a history.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Dr. Lalit Verma.
There is no radiant trait in me. I think all human beings possess some trait or the other. What is important in retina is your ability to see. Believe me, if you can see a detachment, if you can see a tear, or you can do a good endophthalmoscopy, everybody has the potential to achieve success in retina. So what is required is hard work and never say no kind of attitude. You see, you never shy away from work, whether it is 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. Keep assisting your seniors, keep observing them, because I believe observation itself is a big teacher. So whatever work is allotted to you, keep doing that. If you can see the retina, believe me, you can do it. And have this attitude in your mind, if I can see or I can do, so can you. And what is the difference between two of us would be patience, perseverance and practice. If you do, or if any resident does this or any fellow does this, believe me, he will do as good a job as Stanley Chang also.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Dr. Rajiv Reddy.
So what helped me in retina is that 2 of my main characters, that is patience and persistence. These are the 2 important things which help me to grow in retina, because once we are in the field of retina, it is not like a simple cataract surgery where we used to finish surgeries in 15 minutes, whereas retina needed a lot more patience and surgeries used to prolong for a longer time. So we definitely needed a patience. That's something which has helped me a lot. And persistence is definitely another factor which has helped me a lot in retina, because many times the prognosis for retina surgeries is not that great, and if you tend to go to a situation where you start feeling, why am I doing all these things, and you have to get through that phase. You need to have a persistence, you need to keep trying. So then you will reach a stage where you will be in a better position to understand your own skills and results. So these are the two factors which helped me a lot in the do good in retina.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Dr. Pukhraj Rishi.
Well, I think it's not for me to talk about my radiant trait, but I would suffice to say that there are certain aspects which I found very appealing and worth imbibing from my mentors, who stressed on being a student for life and have a yearning for learning, and then having adaptability to perform in different situations, and that brings a whole lot of dynamism to you as a person and a professional. Then I think it's important to understand that persistence pays and consistency counts. So you'll be able to deliver on all three fronts of academics, research and clinical practice if you're consistent. And last but not the least, it's always important to cling to your core values, and that will make sure that you're on the right path.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Mittal, please.
I feel कि I don't know about this कि मेरा कोई radiant trait है या नहीं, and what place I have made in retina I don't know. But what I know about myself is that I was very focused in my subject. When I was not doing, I didn't had a plan to do retina, I was absolutely okay with it. I was happy with that I wanted to do pediatric ophthalmology. But once I got retina, then my focus was only and only to learn this subject and nothing else. And till date my focus is the same. I never peep into other, somehow I don't have interest also to see what is happening in cornea or other fields. I'm totally and totally absorbed in my subject. So I think that is the only trait which maybe whatever success, whatever you feel, but that is only what I feel I have in me.
Thank you, ma'am. Indeed, for our stars, their radiant traits are responsible for their radiant success. Let's move ahead. We know that life is like a roller coaster. Sometimes you close your eyes and hold on in sheer terror. And other times you just open your hands up in the air and enjoy the ride. Yes, Dr. Rajiv Reddy.
Yeah, I agree that life is a roller coaster ride, and especially in retina practice, you will always notice that even in a single day. So you see one patient where you have done surgery, it has done well, and the next room, if you go and start seeing the patient, you will see you would have seen a recurrent retinal detachment. That would get you down, and in the beginning it used to last for a few weeks, that if you see any recurrence like that. So that's when I had a difficulty, and I am sure that most of my fellows have come back and asked me this about the same questions. And that's when I actually looked towards my mentors and then asked them what and how to go about doing it. So one thing which they told me was like, you need to look at your own results more objectively and do what you can while you are doing surgery, so that you don't have to think back and say, I should have done this. But when I looked back and started recording all my results and then start looking at the results overall, then I realized that yes, it's not just that me being a bad surgeon or anything like that. It is basically how the results are, and you are comparable with anyone else. So that's what gives you a confidence that yes, you are good. That you need to have an objective assessment of your own results. It would help in improving yourself also at the same time, and it will give you a confidence to do what you are doing and what you are how you are treating your patients.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Dr. Pukhraj Rishi.
As healthcare professionals in general and vitreoretinal surgeons in specific, we have our fair share of challenges in personal and professional lives. So there have been a lot of ups and downs in our lives, and we realize that striking a balance between work and life is of utmost importance. We all have to deal with long years of training, often late marriages, and pressing family commitments and demanding work schedules. So having a spouse in the same specialty and working in the same institutions has its own benefits. My wife, Dr. Ekta Rishi, has been a pillar of support and strength all these years. Initially, we had a lot of struggle to go through, and it's difficult being in the same levels of your professional life together, but it takes a lot of understanding and accommodation to be able to pass through those phases, difficult phases of life.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Dr. Dogra.
We faced several challenges during setting up the retina service in PGI Chandigarh. One of that time, any patient who had a retina problem was referred all the way to Shankar Netralaya, Chennai, and very few could go there. And in the beginning, when we started procurement of equipment, even the first microscope took 5 years for us to get. That is the operating microscope, and what to talk of VR surgery. We had great difficulty in procuring entire vitreoretinal equipment, as well as the laser for retinopathy of prematurity. We had to have sort of global tenders, and it took us many years to do that. But despite that, we could finally get it, and it was possible because of Professor Amod Gupta's positive attitude and the perseverance, where he himself was directly involved in every step. Subsequently, the challenge was we just had one operation theatre and a one floor department. I think that was led to another challenge, how to create a center in a public sector, and that's how, with great difficulty, convincing first the local authorities, then nationally, and through planning commission, we could get today's Advanced Eye Center, which is a model for anybody to see, and especially only place in public sector which everybody feels that they may also have. Not only that, I would relate few things, the challenges, even doing a first cryopexy. I would require the anesthesia head of the department or the senior people. They would take almost half a day for one cryopexy under GA, and would usually be telling me, Dogra, what have you started? This is not something which you should have done. I said, sir, if we don't do, then who else will do? But we won. Even when I started doing laser treatment of children for retinopathy of prematurity, I was the one who would carry the equipment of laser myself to the NICU area and bring it back myself, just carrying physically. And that's how we kind of kept on developing, doing things which, so we face several challenges.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Dr. Lalit Verma.
There are moments where you achieve success, there are moments when you may not achieve the desired success. So actually the key challenges which I faced during my learning phase of retina was not having my own equipment. Like I didn't, during my residency, even during my senior residency, I didn't have my own indirect ophthalmoscopy, and neither did I have my own lenses. So this was one challenge. So as soon as I became faculty at RP Center, so I used to insist that all fellows should have their own indirect ophthalmoscope. If they have to come to retina clinic, they should have their own +90 and +78 lenses, so as to do their proper posterior pole examination. The second challenge which honestly we used to face was this attitude of seniors. You see, at that time seniors were untouchable. Like nowadays, all the fellows and residents, they can easily approach seniors and ask questions, queries, and solve their issues. There was a gap between us and the seniors, and you had to have enough courage to talk to them also. And neither there were YouTube and Googles and all these computers to teach you. So these were the two challenges.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Mittal, please.
Yes, talking about challenges, definitely lots of challenges were there when I came back to this small town Ambala. First of all, this was the biggest challenge, that coming from big cities and working in the institutes where they are well equipped and you don't have to look for things कि ये कराना है, वो investigation is required. So you don't have anything to look forward, you just get the reports, and when you came here you knew that what you are going to do, where you are going to join. And then in Ambala there were no retina specialists at that time, there were only 1 or 2 visiting consultants, so the hospitals were not well equipped. So that was the biggest challenge which came. But then I joined 1 or 2 hospitals which had some basic setups, and whatever was available I started with it, because I didn't want to have a break, and I wanted to go with whatever it was available. I thought maybe this is a challenge and I have to face it. And there were challenges on the family front also. Being a female, doing retina, then you have to manage your family also, kid also. So all those things were also there. But then that was very well managed with my joint family support. But the challenge makes you very strong. So every day a new challenge makes you more stronger.
Thank you, ma'am. So, these shining stars also had a roller coaster ride, but they chose to enjoy it with open arms. Thank you, stars, for letting us know about your inspiring and remarkable journey in retina. Before we close, what is your message for the postgraduates aspiring to have a retina ride?
The two most important things or values to bear in mind are attitude and timing. So having a positive attitude always will help you see through some difficult times, and looking at your situation and circumstances, you have to figure out a way to be at the right place at the right time. In the end, I would say that it's care with compassion that matters the most to have a meaningful impact. And with that, I end by saying best wishes for all your endeavors in the future.
I would suggest all the residents or budding fellows to go for it. Go for it. Believe me, you should learn to accept challenges. And also, you see the job options are plenty, much more than cataract and refractive surgery. Although cataract and refractive surgery makes you rich very, very fast, but believe me, retina is one specialty which every practitioner wants to learn. Because today, none of the practice will survive for long if you don't have a retina consultant with you. So that is the beauty of retina. My wish to all these budding and upcoming retina surgeons says don't lose heart, don't let the fire go away, keep this passion alive, keep working hard, keep reviewing your videos and keep learning. All the best.
So if you want to have challenges in life, you want that you should have a life where every time you have challenges, then you can go to retina, but you have to be like very well focused, be prepared for sacrifices. At the same time, I would say you should be all right with a modest income. It's not going to be like cataract and refractive surgery, which I already said they are glamorous, but it is mechanical. It is more of a money there rather than excitement. So in life, if you follow your passion, if you are ready to sacrifice and work hard, then join retina. It is the most exciting field because every case, it is the window, retina is the window to the entire body. That's what excites me. If somebody tells me what would you like to do in your next life, I will say I'll do the same.
For anyone who would want to do retina, I would say it's a most interesting field, and it has a lot of challenges to offer, and both in clinical and in research. You need to have a patience and persistence, like what I said in the beginning, and you will definitely do well if you have interest in retina and you pursue it with patience and persistence.
You need to keep focused for your subject, whatever you choose. That is one thing. Perseverance is the other thing which makes you successful. If you keep two things in mind, one, a love for your subject, another, perseverance, I think you don't need anything else.
So it was passion, perseverance, patience, and also hard work, focus, and eagerness to learn. You may want to keep these 6 friends with you in your retina ride. On behalf of whole After Opthal team, I Darshana
And I, Indrajot.
thank you all for watching this series. Bye, take care and stay inspired.